You're listening
You're listening
to another episode
of the Fresh Takes
podcast.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the next episode of the Fresh Takes podcast. I am your host, Tim, alongside my two favorite co-hosts, Pat and Tank. Since Pat got name dropped second last time and Tank rubbed it in his face, I'll put Pat this time.
Really? Really? You had to put him first? You had
Yeah.
to put Pat first?
Yeah, because you're copying Pat's style.
Well, he couldn't decide because he looked over and he was like, which one? Oh, yeah.
I thought that this was the Tim and Pat and Pat
they,
show.
you know what the saying is? This is they say the best for last. So
I thought
Pat, you can be named first all the time.
I thought you were gonna say the saying is you can't beat them, join them.
Not true.
All right,
Can't
ladies
beat 'em.
and gentlemen.
Hey, don't forget our bet there, Pat.
Yeah, you guys got a whole months away. All right, ladies and
I can't wait to
gentlemen.
see him in the Cowboys. Callers.
If you guys didn't see last week's episode, we did the AFC North for the over and under. This week, I misspoke at the end of the last episode. We're doing the NFC North, not the AFC East, because we're going to go and do the AFC team and then the NFC of the same division. So this week is the NFC North. And I'll just go ahead and look at the schedule that we have so I make sure I announce what the correct one is for next week. Next week is the AFC South. But it is the NFC North, which means the Bears, the Lions, the Packers, the Vikings. If you don't know what the over and under is, Tank, go ahead and tell them what it is.
Put me on the spot. So the over-under is like what they think they're going to win. So hypothetically speaking, say Chicago's over-under number is, because I can't remember, I know you sent it to us, Tim, but just hypothetically speaking, if the Chicago Bears over-under is 7.5, you're saying if you think it's over, they're going to win more than 7.5 games. Speaking of like 8 games or more. If you think it's under, it's going to be 7 games or less. That's the best I can tell you. I mean, did I miss anything there, Tim?
No, but it's a good thing you said about the Bears over and under to begin with, because yes, it is 7.5, and that's who we're going to start out with, the Bears. So what are we doing, boys? We're giving them the over or the under?
Are we going in alphabetical order this time again?
We're going in alphabetical orders. Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings.
All right.
So what are we giving the Bears?
I have. You think you said the over under is 7.5?
7.5.
All right, so I go under. I'm giving them 7 wins exactly.
I went under with 6.
Wow. Tank is copying me because I'm under at 7 wins.
What did you pick the same teams that they're going to win against?
We'll find out. So week 1, they have the Packers. I gave them a win.
I gave them a loss.
I gave them a win.
Oh, wow.
Week 2 is the Buccaneers. I gave them a loss.
Gave them a loss.
You gave them a win.
Week 3, they have the Chiefs. I gave them a loss.
Gave them a loss.
I gave them a loss.
So they're 0-3 for me.
Week 4, we have Denver, so that is another loss.
That's a win.
That's my Super Bowl preview, and it is a loss.
Then we have week 5, a Thursday night rematch from last year against the Commanders. I gave them the win.
Gave them a win.
I gave them a loss.
Then week 6, they got the Vikings. I gave them a loss.
Loss.
Loss. I have them 2-4 through 6.
I have them 2-4. All right. Then in week 7, they have the Raiders. I gave them a win.
I gave them a loss.
Gave them a win.
All right. Then we have week 8 against the Chargers on Sunday Night Football is what it's looking like. I gave them a loss.
Another loss.
That is a loss.
Then they have week 9. They have Saints. I gave them a loss.
Give them a win.
I gave them a win.
Week 10, they have the Panthers on Thursday night. I gave them a loss.
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 Week 11, they have the Lions. I gave them a loss.
Loss.
I gave them a win.
Wow.
Against Detroit.
It's a divisional opponent. I mean, it's not just
they
like
almost beat them last
Yeah,
year.
I understand that, but
they're bound to lose at least
Oh.
one game.
Week 12, they have Monday night against the Vikings. I gave them a loss.
Loss.
That is also a loss.
Week 13 is their bye. And then week 14, they have the Lions again, which I gave them the win on this one.
I gave them a loss again.
Say, I have them coming off
And
bye.
I gave
winning.
them the loss on this one.
All right, week 15, they have the Browns. I gave them the win.
Win.
Must loss.
See, Pat's very high on the
Wait a minute.
Browns this year.
Time out. Didn't you say last week that the Browns are going to be really good this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you give them a win? Did you give the Browns a win last week against the Lions, or did you give them a
Against the
Browns a
Bears.
loss last week?
It's against the Bears. And
That's what I'm saying. But did he give the Browns a win or a loss last week?
Well, you said against the
this
Lions.
week? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I
Wow.
meant the Browns. Are we on the Brown game?
Yeah, you said, did you give the Browns a win against the Lions last week? We're not in the Lions
Oh
yet.
no, I meant Chicago. Sorry.
And I'm pretty sure that he gave the
Well-
Browns the win last week too.
oh, yeah.
Didn't he? All right.
Say he gave the Bears a loss to the Browns, and last week he gave Browns a win against the Bears. All right, back to it. Week 16 against the Cardinals, I gave them a loss.
I gave them a win.
Yeah, I gave them a win against the Cardinals.
Week 17 against the Falcons, I gave them a loss.
Win.
It's a loss as well.
And then week 18 against the Packers, I actually gave them the win.
I said this is how I came up with it. I said Chicago for the last week. They're going to play their hearts out. They're going to beat the Packers in the very last game of this season, with finishing out with 7 wins.
I had it that they would beat the
My
Packers to
thing
be the
is-
one game above in the division.
Yeah, I would I have them beating the Packers in both games this year. It being Rodgers' first year gone, so they don't officially own the Bears
Yeah.
right off the bat. I think it's
I gave
Chicago's
Chicago
redemption.
one divisional win, and that's the very last game. That's against the Packers.
All right. Next up, we have the Lions with an over and under of 9.5. I gave them the over.
Nine and a half. Yeah, I would agree with the over.
I went over at 10 wins.
I won 11 wins.
11 wins.
All right. So week 1, Thursday night. This is where I get the shocker. I say the Lions win this one.
Chiefs win.
Not much of a shocker. I also have Detroit winning opening.
Yeah.
Wow.
Opening day.
All right. Week 2, they have the Seahawks. I have them losing.
See, you all said it's a shocker for Detroit winning against the Chiefs. I have them a shocker winning against Seahawks.
It should be a good game. Seahawks Lions for once, but I have the Lions losing.
Yeah. So then week 3, they have the Falcons. I have them winning.
Winning.
Win.
Week 4, Thursday night football against the Packers. I have them winning.
Winning.
Win.
Week 5 against the Panthers. I have them winning.
Win.
Win.
Week 6 against the Buccaneers. I have them winning.
Have them losing.
I have a win.
I don't believe in Baker Mayfield. All right, week 7 we have
but I just have a feeling.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say I have a feeling that because how I have it, they went 0-1 and then they went on a 4-game win streak. And I just have a feeling that win streak is going to be low. They're going to lose at Tampa Bay.
That's funny because I have a 4-game winning streak, and then I have them losing week 7 to the Baltimore Ravens.
See, I have them losing against Baltimore Ravens too.
I have them carrying this and winning against the Ravens for a 5-game win streak.
See, and there I go. First time I realized the difference. When we did the Baltimore one, I gave Baltimore the loss. But now I'm giving Baltimore the win on this.
Oh, wow.
All right, week 8, Monday night,
yeah,
the Raiders.
See, the Raiders.
That's a win for Detroit.
Yeah, I gave them the win.
I actually gave them a loss. I don't think the Raiders are better. I just think, Monday night game.
I can't believe I did not look back at the Baltimore game and see that I gave Baltimore the loss. Wow. All right. So week 9, we have the bye. Week
You're definitely
10,
not the most prepared.
that doesn't have to be prepared. That's just me changing my mind. Week 10, we got the Chargers. I gave them the loss.
I gave them a loss.
I gave them the win.
Week 11, they have the Bears. I gave them the win.
Win.
This is my loss.
Packers for Thanksgiving at 12:30 in the morning. I gave them the win.
Win.
Like this to be the year they established Thanksgiving dominance, but I have Green Bay winning on Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow. And then week 13, they have the Saints. I gave them a loss.
Gave them a win.
Yeah, I have a win here.
All right, week 14 against the Bears. I gave them the loss.
Gave them another win.
The win.
Week 15 against the Broncos. I gave them a win.
Gave them a loss.
That is a loss.
Week 16 against the Vikings. I gave them a loss here.
I gave them a loss here.
That is a win.
Week 17 on Saturday night football against the Cowboys. I gave them the win.
What's that? Smurf?
Go ahead, Pat. I want to explain mine.
All right. I mean, you might be able to explain better than me, but I do have a Detroit loss.
Really?
Yeah. So I do have a Detroit. Yes, I have a Detroit loss. And the reason I went with a Detroit loss is I have a feeling that the Cowboys are going to need to finish out their season with 2 to 3 wins back to back to back.
Okay.
And with that being one of the last games, I feel Cowboys has to win it to make the playoffs. Therefore, that's why I give Cowboys a win.
Let me point this out here then. If you're saying that I'm unprepared because I voted for the Ravens to beat the Lions in this one, you go back and listen to our NFC East all-time video. You gave the Cowboys the loss against the Lions.
Did I?
Yeah. Because we all 3 agreed that the Lions would beat the Cowboys at the end. And now you both are saying that the Lions are losing. Because we said at the last 5 weeks the Cowboys had a very tough schedule.
Yes.
Because they had like 2 Eagles
I don't
games, a
remember.
Lions game, a Seahawks game, a Dolphins game.
Yeah, but that was before breaking down actual
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah. I'm going with Pat on
I'm
this.
just saying, yell at me for being unprepared. All right, week 18 against the Vikings. I have them beating the Vikings to secure the division.
That is me. Exactly what you just said.
That is also me. They could have the week before, but I have them losing to the Cowboys, so it's a must-win for the division.
I
Yep.
had it that them beating the Cowboys saved them for being in the running. All right, next up is the Green Bay Packers with an over and under of 7.5, and I gave them the under.
Gave them the over at 9.
I had them at
gave
5.
them the under.
Unfortunately, I had them sitting at 5, and the Bears beating them in the final game just pushes them over them.
I have them, 6 and 11.
All right, so let's start it up. Week 1 against the Bears, have the loss.
That's a win for that. Win for the Green Bay Packers.
That is a loss.
All right, and then against the Falcons, I have a loss.
Have a win.
That's a win, week 2.
Week 3, I have them beating the Saints.
I have them beating the Saints. I'm going on a 3-0 run.
Yeah, I have them beating the Saints.
Week 4 on Thursday night, I have them losing to Detroit.
Yep, losing.
Yep.
Week 5, Monday night against the Raiders, I have them winning.
I have them beating the Raiders.
I have them losing to the Raiders.
All right, week 6 is their bye. They come back on week 7 to face Denver, which I have them losing.
I have them losing.
I have them losing.
Week 8, they have the Vikings, and I think the Vikings over prepare, and I have the Packers actually winning.
Yeah, I have the Vikings winning.
Yeah. I have the Packers winning.
All right, week 9, it's against the Rams, and here's where I throw in a kicker. I say this game ends in a tie. I said this is our one tie of the
Trying
year.
to predict the one tie for the year.
Listen, as many games last year that we had as a tie, I hope we don't have that this year.
Do we have many that were
But I
tied?
have
I just remember a bunch going into overtime because you would always get pissed in the episodes.
Is that what it
about
was? That's what it was. It was the overtime.
I think we just had a bunch of
So
overtimes.
I have this. That's it. That's right. My bad. I have them beating the Rams, even though I feel like the Rams are going to be good this year.
Man thinks the Rams are going to go like 15-2 this year.
Beating the Rams.
No, I don't. I don't think they're going 15-2, but I don't.
You said they're going to sweep the entire AFC North.
And that's 4 games right there.
That's ridiculous. All right,
5
week
right
10.
here.
Week 10 against the Steelers, I have them losing.
I have them winning.
Lose.
Week 11 against the Chargers, I have them losing.
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 Week 12 on Thanksgiving against Detroit, I have them losing.
Losing.
That is the win. The Thanksgiving win.
Did you not say that Detroit was going to win?
No, I said.
I thought you said that
No,
this
he
was.
said Green Bay was going to win.
I thought he said that it was the year that the Lions will take back Thanksgiving. My bad. All right.
Oh, no, that I want it to be.
Oh, okay. Week 13, Sunday night football against the Chiefs. I have them losing.
Losing.
Yeah, that could get out of hand. That game. That's a loss.
Week 14 on Monday night against the Giants. I have them losing.
I have them losing.
That's a loss.
Week 15 against the Bucks. I have them winning.
I have them winning.
Yeah, I do too. Look at that, guys.
Week 16 against the Panthers, I have them winning.
Winning.
That's a loss for me.
Week 17 on Sunday Night Football, they have the Vikings. New Year's Eve, I have them losing.
I have them winning.
That is a loss, but just think, like 30 minutes after that game ends, we can bring in the new year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then week 18 against the Bears, I have them losing.
I have them losing against the Bears.
Yep.
All right, so that ends me 5-11-1. Dude, if I guess that tie right, if I would guess that tie right, I definitely deserve to win host of the year.
It, just looking at it, it has all the makings for a tie.
Listen, if they tie, I will be the first one to say that you're the greatest podcast host on our podcast.
Listen, if they tie,
I'll make that bet right here, right now.
If they tie, you both have to wear a Giants jersey and say, I'm the better host.
I won't wear a jersey, but I'll say you're the better host.
Oh, but you'll wear an Eagles jersey if the Browns win the division. When this is way more extreme.
I don't have Eagles jersey. I don't have a Giants jersey.
I'll give you my Giants jersey.
Okay. All right, I'll put that bet on there.
I will drive down to you and give you my Darius Slayton jersey just for a video.
Here's the thing. If they don't tie, I don't have to say it. Don't have to wear the Giants jersey, and you don't have to do anything. I'll even put it that way.
Okay. This is my one blasphemy pick of the year. All right, so we're at the end. We have the Vikings over and under of 8.5, which I feel like is a little low for them, which I gave them the over.
Gave them the over at 9.
I gave them 11.
Yeah. I gave them also 9 and 8. That is a very low over under for them, though.
Yeah, I thought that they'd be like 10 or something. I think a lot of these teams' overs and unders are low. Because, I mean, who's the highest? I mean, they even have the Eagles at 10.5. I feel like that's low for the Eagles. Yeah. The highest ones was the Bengals, Chiefs, and the Niners, all at 11.5. But, all right, we'll get it underway. Week 1, Buccaneers. I gave them the win.
Give them a win.
Win.
Week 2, Thursday night against the Eagles. I gave them the loss.
Give them a loss.
It's a loss. There's no chance the Vikings will ever beat the Eagles in a primetime night game.
Week 3 against the Chargers. I gave them the win.
Loss.
That's a loss.
Week 4 against the Panthers. I gave them a win.
Gave them a win.
That is a loss.
Week 5 against the Chiefs. I gave them a loss.
Give them a loss.
Another surprising Chiefs loss, but I gave the Vikings a win.
Wow. Week 6 against the Bears. I gave them the win.
Win.
It's a win. That Chiefs game is going to be Justin Jefferson's career game. 15 receptions.
He's going to get that MVP this year.
62 yards. 3 touchdowns.
He's going to get that MVP. All right. Then we got week 7, Monday night against the 49ers. I gave them the loss.
Loss.
Yeah, that's a loss.
Week 8 against the Packers. I gave them a loss.
Gave them a win.
That's my loss to the Packers.
Week 9 against the Falcons. I gave them a loss. I mean, no, I gave them a win.
Win.
Yeah. here comes my graces for the Vikings. A bit of a run of wins. So here's a win.
I give them a grace of run of wins too. So we got the Saints week 10. I gave them a win.
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 Week 11 on Sunday Night Football against the Broncos. I gave them a win.
I gave them a loss.
I have them win as well.
Week 12 Monday night against the Bears. I have them winning.
I have Minnesota winning.
Win.
Week 13, they're on a bye. They come back for week 14 to face the Raiders. I gave them a win.
Win.
That is a win.
Week 15, they have the Bengals. I gave them a loss.
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 Week 16, they have the Lions. I gave them the win.
Win.
It's a loss.
Week 17, Sunday night, they have the Packers. I gave them the win.
Gave them a loss.
That's the win.
And then week 18, I have them losing to the Lions to lose out on the division, but secure a wild card.
I have them losing against the Lions, but I have them at seed number 7 in the wild card.
Okay.
I have them losing and missing out on playoffs completely.
All right.
I
Well,
think.
there it is. Over and unders. I'll just run down. I have the Bears with the unders, Lions with the over, Packers with the unders, Bears with the over. Vikings with the overs. So remember, if you put this into your sports bets and you go with my choices, just make sure I get 15%.
Hey, I just won 5%. Speaking of which, did you all play the Powerball?
No.
No, it'd be nice, but I did not happen to get a ticket.
Well, it goes off tonight. And I forgot my ticket tonight, but I'm getting the ticket for Wednesday. If nobody hits it, I'm trying to win us some money, guys.
Hey, buy us an office.
Insane.
Hey, I'll do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you are for this week. Remember, next week is the AFC South, Titans, Texans, Jaguars, and the Colts, which it is nice to know that before we do this, DeAndre Hopkins is now a Titan. So that may factor in with our choices.
Yeah, he is.
So there we are, ladies and gentlemen.
What's your thoughts about that?
A lot of people were saying that it's where receivers' careers go to die, but like Randy Moss and Andre Johnson, they were already done with their careers. And Julio Jones, he was injured going to the Titans, so you can't blame all three of their careers for going bad.
It's not like a Titans curse. For the Titans, it's great news because this is the one thing that their offense needed. They lost with A.J. Brown, and last year they looked miserable without any type of solid, consistent pass catcher. So, they still held in there with their coaching and defense last year. So if their offense can turn around, they should take back the division, really. I know the Jags are on the up, but
especially with Henry being
Titans
injured
might have
last year. Henry will be healthy this year.
Yeah.
Tannehill should be healthy this year. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got something to play for.
Yeah. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for me. I'll let the other two sign off.
You want to sign it off, Pat, or do you want me to sign it off?
Well, I'll squeeze in here first, and you can give us the sign off. So, both the Norths are done. I'm clearly the one that's right and closest to being accurate for all of these predictions. It's just a no-brainer, really. When you follow Pat, you follow your gut.
If that's what you want to say.
Okay. Wait.
But
hold on. Before you start, I don't know if you can say that if you pick Pat, you pick your gut, and you win. When wasn't Tank last year the winner of Pat's picks?
Yeah.
Well, he was the winner of something.
All right, Tank, sign it off.
But yeah, don't forget you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. Don't forget. Before I even fully sign us off, I did put a poll up on our Facebook page, and let's see what this week's Thanks Thoughts category is going to be. Dairy Queen Blizzards. It was either you had to choose between Dairy Queen Blizzard flavors or Little Debbie snack cakes, and the winner was Dairy Queen Blizzard flavors. So, be listening to that. Friday will be coming out about the Dairy Queen Blizzard flavors. And don't forget, this upcoming Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, Tim, you're dropping a Testing Tim's Knowledge.
But
So
the twist
guys,
is it's not
forget,
Tim's knowledge. Remember, this Sunday we'll be testing Tim's wife's knowledge.
It's still going to be classified as testing Tim's knowledge.
Yeah.
But good luck to Lindsay, no matter what. We'll see how well she does.
Yeah.
But other than that, this is Tank signing off. Like I said, you can follow us on any of the special platforms and reach out to us, and we'll answer back to you. Peace.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.